Hello YouTube fans, here again. And I figure why not? So for one of my DVDs I got a few weeks ago. Dud find, bought at a reasonable price, and it's a dud one. That being Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Say it again. Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Now after seeing the horrible fucking reboot with women, as I like to call Ghost fuckers, say that again, Ghost fuckers. This is still a good film. If anything, those fuckers, the female one, people not sexist, humanistic, another sense whether they've got a vagina or a penis. At the end of the day, it was a shit film, and it proved it was a shit film. It bombed. If I want to watch female Ghostbusters, I'll just watch the porn version. A lot more entertaining. This one, on the other end, is a damn good film. I've forgotten how much of an entertaining film this is. Because when you think about it, you've got a good cast of actors in it. This one, like I say, is 1 and 2. DVD, 1 and 2. And it's a good one. I mean, I do know over the years Bill Murray has been a dick over making a third Ghostbusters. That's why we had the dislike of having Ghost fuckers. And we had a lot of other ones that tried to copy this. But for its time, this was an imaginative film. This was an imaginative film because it was a comedy. It was a horror. And it had a good cast of actors. So to go on, it had practical effects, something you're never going to see anymore. And it had imagination. After reviewing the Indiana Jones, the new one, the fifth one, saying how pointless it were, you had the old man's fucking jokes. Oh, just to ruin it more for people. Remember the Indiana Jones mate, the one in Raiders? You go first, Indy. And he was also in The Last Crusade. A British man and a British foe. La 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 la. He sings that song. Well, guess what? I'm going to spoil it. I'm doing it all fucking favour here. He's not seen the new indie film. He gets killed. Fight a little disappearance and he gets shot and killed. Nice. So I definitely not want to see the new indie film. This, on the other hand, when it come out, this is when films had imagination. So they started digging up things from the past. This had imagination. Come out the same year as, but if you like, 1984 was a good hit for films. It was. Because the same year when this come out, you had Bethesda films like Splash. You had The Temple of Doom. That was an indie film that was worth watching. You had, let me think, you had the original Missing in Action. The list goes on. You had Red John. The list goes on. And this was also a big hit film for its time. I remember, right, when I was a fucking kid, having a torch when this film come out, and you press it and it lit up, and you put it near the wall in the dark, and you'd have a ghost on the wall. You had slime. They really, really went out marketing the original Ghostbusters. And what do I get? What do I get on my beautiful DVD? Why not show it? It's going to be a long one. You get the original trailer. You get deleted scenes. You get posters of art diary. Woo! You get the making back in the day. There was a making back in the day. You get the actors, the ones that did the effects, posters of how they did this. Remember the Marshmallow Man? You get it all on the original Ghostbusters. The only thing that pisses me off, though, and I'm going to be honest, I said this once. Where's the original music video? Remember the original music video? I'm not afraid of no ghosts. That music video, because there was the original music video back in the day. Why is that not on the fucking DVD? Slime. Why is that not on the DVD of Ghostbusters 1 and 2, the original music video? Just asking. I think they should have put that on. But you get Ghostbusters 2 now. Ghostbusters 2. Granted, it's not as good as the original one. And when it come out, a lot of people say it's more of a remake or a reboot of the original. After seeing Ghostfuckers and some of the ones that had a rip off Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, I will choose any day. An unestimated sequel. Say it again. Unestimated sequel. Was it needed? No, this could be a standalone film, being the original one. But I still like Ghostbusters 2. I like the fact that they bring all the tasks back. I like the bit where they're in the tour house and the judge is being a dick and the big toasters come out. I already did them, the leg did tear. I love the pink slime. Always reminds me of remember the remake of the Blob? I'm reviewing that. Reminds me a bit of the Blob, the remake one. Mate comes out the toilet and it tries to attack a baby. I love the spirit in it, the one that comes through the picture, the art picture. He takes that baby. You know what I mean? I like Return of Evening. I think Return of Evening does have a lot more to do in the second one as well as it does in the original. It does have a lot more in this, a lot more presence, a lot more screen time. And I do actually like the toast in it. And this is something I will give this DVD. Well, I'll give it its due. I remember having Ghostbusters 2, a single one, right, on a DVD. But on the single one I had, there was no features. Oh, wow. Wow. Excuse me, I get a boner. It had the fucking trailer. Had the trailer. I could go on fucking YouTube right now, type in Ghostbusters 2, the original trailer. It probably showed me the trailers, TV spots, the lot. There was original making back in the day. Why is that not on the fucking DVD? Slime me again. Why the fuck is that not on the DVD? But I will give it its due. On this second disc, they do actually put some special features on it. You get the original trailer. You get an original story that originally was going to use for Ghostbusters. And you get 2 episodes of the real Ghostbusters. Because believe it or not, for people who are a fan like me, in 1986, after the big success of 1984, they decided to do an animated cartoon series, but lasted a few days. And in 1986, it did last a few days, had an animated cartoon. Wonder though, they might review the animated series of Ghostbusters. I don't mind it, but I just think it was the same in the original cast of actors doing the voices. That's like the animated cartoon of Rambo or the animated cartoon of Robotop. Why didn't have the actors like Sylvester Stallone or any of the other actors do the voices to the animated cartoon? Well, you know, it's just me being nitpicky, but I don't mind the cartoon. I don't mind the animated cartoon. There's one thing I will give the animated cartoon. You've got Slimer in it, and Slimer helps the Ghostbusters out. And I wish in Ghostbusters 2, the sort of being Slimer in it. There was a deleted scene where they were going to bring Slimer from the original Ghostbusters. There was going to Slimer help him out, and he was going to work in the office, and he was going to, fly around and eat and so on, and piss all the other Ghostbusters off. But you don't get to see Slimer, and I felt in Ghostbusters 2 they should have brought Slimer in it, like in the animated cartoon, real Ghostbusters. I felt they should have had Slimer make his appearance. But it is what it is. I don't mind it. I like the Eiffel Tower in it. It's got a shitload of features. Like I say, it's pretty good find. I like the way it looks. It's got all that green slime on it. It looked a bit like the Dave Municipal Airedale when they had hair. I like the Ghostbusters logo. I still think it's a bit lazy packaging though. I felt a bit lazy in how they've done it, but I do like the slime. I think that's pretty cool. I like to say 1984, bid it film. 1989, a bid it sequel. And these films, I'm going to be open and honest, these are films they do not make anymore. They do not make films like this anymore. Slimy, they don't. And it's a fucking shame. Instead, they probably dig it up like they did with those fuckers. If I want to see female lead, I'll just watch the porn version and probably have a bit of fun. I'm not being sexist, not being humanistic. As I already just said, rewind back, I don't give a shit if they've got a dick or a vagina. I go if it's a good film. It was a shit film. You get reboots, re-shittenings, not imaginings, that's imagination. You get re-shittenings and juliating of things back from the past. Back then, when this come out, you had a good cast of actors They were all comedy actors. This film was funny. It was funny. The scary bits was professionally done. I'd done store to it. I'd done practical practical effects in it. Ghostbusters 2, the same. Had all the tasks come back. I love the bits where they all team to death for. Yes, they're not as long as what there was in the original, but the two work to death for. The two team up. This to me has an art on its sleeve. This to me is a child fucking sweetheart. This is my love for. I love this film. I still love Ghostbusters. I still think it's a classic. Yeah, it's the kid in me. I'm a man. Men don't grow up. Get over it. But at the end of the day, I love Ghostbusters 1 and 2, and it fucking breaks my heart. They don't make films like this anymore. Breaks my heart. So fuck it. I know, I'm on a roll. So you get the back here. That's the front of the original Ghostbusters. I like the fact they keep the original logos from how it looks. So it brings memory lane back to you. But until then, see you later. If anyone's got interested in any DVDs or anything they'd probably like me to sell, if anyone's got any DVD collections I'd like to sell, let me know. It'd be interesting. But until then, be smart, be safe. See you later.